Welcome to another video here on our channel. On today's episode, we'll be flying with TAAG, the Angolan flag carrier, from Windhoek, Namibia to Angola's capital of Luanda. So I hope that you stick around and watch this entire video as we review this airline for the first time here on our channel. Let's get to the airport, which takes about 30 to 40 minutes from the city of Windhoek. Since we rented our vehicle from Avis, we did the return and made our way to the terminal. Windhoek Airport is not a large one, but it sees a lot of airlines here, from German Airlines, Airlinks, South African Airways, TAAG, Ethiopian Airlines, and more. When lots of flights are leaving, the check-in area can get crowded. However, today is a breeze. Alright, you checked in. Now we're going to get ready to go to the gates and board our flight. The check-in was smooth, with one minor issue where they asked me to check in my carry-on luggage. I hate checking in luggage, but I didn't want to argue about it. The person checking me in was courteous and friendly. Next stop was to the security and immigration, where the process took less than 4 minutes altogether. Let's spend a few minutes at the lounge before boarding, given our flight was delayed by 35 minutes. The lounge was accessible through Priority Pass. It was on the smaller side, but during my time there were plenty of space to sit. The food offer here was quite good, with options such as rice, veggies, chicken, potatoes, and oxtails. There was also a lot of drinks that you can enjoy before the trip. They announced our boarding, and I made it quickly to our gate for boarding. Economy class passengers were the first to board. Here in Windhoek, boarding is by stair and you walk directly to it from the gate. There are no unnecessary buses. While boarding, it was a great time to admire this new Airbus A220 that was recently delivered to TAAG 4 months ago. It contains a new logo and colors. From the outside, it looks really good. Now, as we're boarding, I must confess that because being one of the last to board, I don't have great images of the cabin. The front of the plane contains 12 first-class seats in a 2-2 configuration. These are similar to the seat that we feature on our Malaysian Airlines flight from Phuket to Kuala Lumpur. At the back, you have the economy cabin with 2-3 configuration. I'm seated in the first row, seat 4F, which was a window seat. On this row, you have 2 windows. The seat has the most legroom than the rest of the rows on this flight. First impression is that the cabin is beautiful and clean, but it is also showing its age already. The seat is wide and comfortable. There's a neck pillow and a seat belt. No TV on this flight, but you have an old school magazine. There is also USB and USB-C outlets underneath the seat. Boarding was complete and it was time for the short taxi to the runway to make our way to Luanda on this 2.5-hour flight. Let's enjoy the takeoff. As we enjoyed this takeoff, this is where I will ask if you're enjoying this video so far, give it a thumbs up. We are now in the air. 30 minutes later, the flight crew came around for this small meal. Very impressive that they offer meal on this short flight. However, the attitude of the crew were not great. The crew member acted as if he didn't want to be there. He wasn't mean, but was also not helpful. First, he argued with his fellow crew about some water and then gave my drink to the other passenger on the same row, and when he pointed out that it wasn't his, he gave it to me, but not with a cup. I asked him for a cup and was met with a stinky face. Nevertheless, the food was served on this beautiful box. There, you will find a mini sandwich, a fruit, and a dessert. The meal was good and tasty. I slept a bit for the flight and woke up as we started making our descent to Luanda. Overall, this was a great flight. Not a whole lot of drama with the exception of the flight attendants. The company really has to properly train their employees to understand what customer service is and how they can properly demonstrate it. We're landing at the old airport of 4th of February or 4 de Fevereiro, where international flights are still operating out of. Soon they will relocate all flights to the new airport. The descent to Luanda was spectacular as we passed downtown and neighboring towns. Despite the 30 minutes delay, we arrived just 15 minutes late. We taxied and made our way to the gate where we'll be disembarking using stairways. Anyways, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and share it with many friends. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Thanks again. We will see you in the next one. Peace.